Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Thetaball. So this is by Tim Sheehan, and it's out on the Microsoft Store right now. You can pick it up for either PC or for your Xbox One, I believe. It's fully released. It's currently $14.99 US on the Microsoft Store or the Windows Store or whatever they're calling it. And it's a algorithmic soccer-like game, or maybe like a hockey if you want to get into sort of an air hockey kind of thing. I say algorithmic because this is really all the AI that you face is AI that has been trained using genetic algorithms. It's something that a nerd like me knows about because back in my college days, I used to look at a lot of AI stuff, neural nets and genetic programming. Genetic algorithms was one of the ones that I really particularly hooked onto, because the idea of it is that you take basically a game plays itself, and based on the outcomes of that, you find the outcomes that were the most beneficial, and those I guess adults that were most beneficial had the best traits for the world or the universe that you're creating. They would pair off and spawn off children, and then the children would get attributes from both of the parents, with some genetic mutations put in there and all that stuff. And this is all on a code basis. And then by that, the argument is that eventually you'll have a generation of AI that will be far superior at playing the game, and also have some sort of almost have a little bit of a personality, where it's they're not always playing the game picture perfect. They have, their own flaws and all that stuff. That's what the mutations are that are introduced into the generations, all that stuff. It's pretty fascinating stuff. It's stuff that I never quite wrapped my brain around. It was a little bit too high level for me. Neural nets was another one that was a really advanced, the math in it was just bonkers. And I didn't have anybody that I could bounce off of, that I could learn it in a way that was something that I could figure out. So I never quite, even though I was fascinated by it, I was never quite able to really grasp it enough to write the actual code that did that kind of thing. So this game is kind of based on those, heavily on those algorithms and whatnot. The AI that you play, the AI on your team is all forms, all generations of the game playing against itself. The idea here is that you can approach this sort of from, you're mostly managing your team and you're managing the bots on your team. And the idea is that every time you win a game, every time you win a season, you accumulate money, and then you use that money to buy better bots, which are actually better generations of the AI, so that it plays itself, and plays a better game than what you had. And you can do local multiplayer and stuff like that, but it's you are managing the team. At the same time, you can also remotely control one of the bots, which I'll do mostly, and then play alongside them and try to help them win games and win money and stuff. You can only control one bot. All the other bots do their own thing. And then also you can also step back and just let all the bots do their own thing and just let the game play itself out. So it's mostly it's kind of like a football manager kind of game, I would say, mostly, but it's got this other twist going on where you're actually just dealing with AI bots that are all slightly different, have slightly different approaches to playing the game and whatnot. There are most of the stuff about this game is actually generated, so this is about as graphically intense as you're going to get. The audio, I believe, is programmatically generated, or procedurally generated. The visuals are largely generated visuals. The only thing that is not really generated in the game is the font. So everything is kind of different depending on what you're doing here. What I have found is that I'm having a lot easier time with it on the PC with the controls, because mouse and keyboard seem to be working a lot better for me. I tried it with a controller off camera, and it was very hard to control. Like, I kept ramming into the other AI players so hard that it was causing my bot to be disabled and having to wait, for it to re-enable itself. You'll see this as we go. Like, there's like you can get damaged to the point where your guy stays static for a few moments while he replenishes himself, that kind of thing. So I'm finding it a little bit easier to deal with the keyboard and mouse. So just to keep that in mind, if this is something that you're interested in, you probably want to, if you've got Windows 10, you'll probably want to play this on PC. If you don't, if you're on the Xbox, well, you're going to have to deal with the control scheme as it is. Hopefully that's something that they'll work on a little bit. I actually was given an early, this is an early review copy. The game is out as of now. I meant to try to get this recorded before it was out, but I just ran out of time. It's been out since Thursday as of when I'm recording this. This is Sunday now. So hopefully this will still, we can still get this out and you can still see what's going on here. But anyway, without further ado, I wanted to explain all that before I got into the game, because it's kind of hard to follow the game while I'm trying to commentate. So my commentary is not going to be that great. So when you start out, you have to start out with drills, and then that unlocks, once you do enough drills, it unlocks a pickup game, it unlocks a tournament, it unlocks a season. So you have to unlock these. These aren't normally available. You have to unlock them by doing the training drills and all that stuff. I'm going to do a new season, and you can see a casual league. It's here's all the bonuses. All these are credits that you get that you can then use to upgrade your team and whatnot as you go. And here's our win bonuses, goal bonuses, assist bonuses. That's for every match. And the season deposit is 1,000 credits, or 1,000 coins, I should say. So you have to really, everything costs something in the game, so you have to really be managing your finances. So we'll start the season. All right, so Zyro versus Phi Kappa. I think we are, I forget what the name of our, I think we are these guys, right? The ones that are flashing. So we don't come in until round 4 here, it looks like. So we will do next and next, and then I think, okay, so I can place a bet on who I think is going to win. This is another part of it. I could just bet on, let's try these guys. Let's bet 240. Or I'm sorry, 240. There we go. That's minus 240. Let's try that. Let's start. And then I should be able to just fast forward through this, yeah. Because this isn't my team playing. Once we get to my team, then we can actually play. And it looks like Zyro won 9-6. Awesome. So I got 520 credits on that, and you can bet on all the matches. You don't have to bet on the matches if you don't want to. Oh, we're not until game 3. That's what it is. Okay, let's go across this way. We're round 0. Got it. All right, so next, and not going to bet on these guys. Just let them start up, and we'll accelerate through that. I kind of wish that they would give you an accelerate button like right away instead of having to go through all those menus to get to it. But I understand that they want you to like be able to place bets and all that stuff. So I get it. So Delta Phi versus Pi Omicron. Now again, all of these are different generations of the AI playing itself. So it's I don't know which generation is particularly better or anything like that. That's what they're trying to give me here as far as the implied P and whatnot. So they're trying to like tell you like how good one is versus the other one and all that stuff. I'm gonna bet on these guys. I'm gonna try 240 again. We'll start and we'll accelerate. And at 5-4 is the odds. That's what they're giving me. And they lost. They lost. So I lost my bet. And now it's my team. My team versus Psi-4. So Delta Alpha is my team. And there's my lineup here. As far as I bought one bot, this Acme bot. The other ones are just from the GDC, it looks like. So this one's got 71 as his rating. So you can see where we've done things there. Now I think if I go under lineup, I think I can swap them out if I want to. I have a few on the bench that are 63s. And why do I have a 62 in goal? Oh, well, I don't have another. I only have backs. I don't have any goalies here. Interesting. Interesting, I say. All right. Well, whatever. Let us begin. And I could, if I wanted to, I could bet on myself. I can't bet against. Well, I guess I technically am betting against them, but I can't bet against myself. So you can't throw a throw a game, which is pretty funny if they let you throw a game. But no, and now I get to choose who I want to. I can either choose a bot to control, or I can say I don't want to control any of them and just let the AI play itself. I'm going to actually control one of them because it's a lot more fun that way. So let's grab that guy and we'll start now. And this is where the controls are a little bit weird because it's mouse control, mouse driven. You got to kind of not move around too much. There we go. Because you see the arrow is where you're going to move and what speed at which you're moving. Now you say, well, wouldn't that be better with a controller? And the problem that I was actually having, the biggest problem I was having with the controller is that not only was it hard to control how fast you're moving, which is a big deal because if you bump into one of these guys too fast, you'll actually damage yourself more than you will. Oh, I did some illegal contact there. You'll actually damage yourself more than you will the other player, usually. And then you'll have to stop. You have to stop and repair for like a couple seconds. And you'll probably see that a little bit later. You'll see one of my guys probably get... Oh, there you go. You got a goal. Excellent. And then it gives you an instant replay, which we can skip with X. X, maybe? Okay, maybe not. And then we got to get back on sides again. That was the one thing I wasn't understanding a little bit earlier on in the game, is that I was getting penalties, and it was because I wasn't coming back on sides. So you do have to do that, because they were giving me like little penalties here and there. Also, you can't hold the ball for longer than 5 seconds. There's a 5-second rule. So you saw that my guy started to flash a little bit there. That was telling me that I was holding on to the ball too long. Oh, we got another goal. Oh, we got illegal goalie contact. Damn. Okay. But yeah, you can you can't hold on. No players, even the AI can't hold on to the ball longer than 5 seconds. There we go. There's a goal. If you do, you get a penalty for it. Skip that. Oh, and see there, I hit that guy, and it cost me money to repair. You see, I can't move around for a few moments, and then it costs you a little bit of money to repair yourself. So that cost me 20 credits. Now it's a little bit, there's no real buttons to do anything in the game, other than to shoot to shoot on goal. Like there's no pass button that I've seen. Like you just kind of have to wing it a little bit and hope that one of your guys will go and grab the ball when you put it somewhere. If you like he just dumped it down there, kind of hoping that one of his teammates would grab it. And with the controller, the thing that was frustrating me the most with the controller is that there's a lot of buttons that are devoted to changing the way the button scheme sets up. So which to me is a really, I mean, I understand what they were going for there, but that's a really bad idea. It's a really bad idea because as I was playing the game, I was constantly accidentally changing my control scheme. So all of a sudden, like for instance, I would do, oh, yep, there's a 5-second violation. So all of a sudden what was happening was I would get, oh, there's the end of the half too. I might accidentally hit like the left bumper, and that would cause it to change up the directions of my controls, right? So suddenly, just in the middle of the match, you know, while I had the ball or something like that, it would end up like reversing my thumbsticks, or yeah, like instead of using the right thumbstick to move around. Oh, that was an interesting one there. Instead of using the right thumbstick to move around, it would switch over to the left thumbstick. So my guy would suddenly just come to an abrupt halt because I had accidentally hit the button. Oh my God, the goalie got a score. That's fantastic. I think he was trying to pass to me, and then I didn't turn around, and he just ended up scoring a goal. That's hilarious. Okay. We're getting a lot of goals in this game. Wow, we got 18 goals already? Holy crap. Or no, I'm sorry, 18 points. That's not 18 goals. I forgot that it's like three points a goal, I think it is. I don't know why it's 3 points a goal and not just 1 point, but there's no, as far as I know, it's always the same amount of points. Like there's no like 1 pointer or whatever. So yeah, I don't know why they bothered having different point totals, but I guess it's just to be slightly different than what you would expect, I suppose. And let's see if I can snatch this off this guy. There you go. Yeah, having that 5-second rule. Oh, illegal goalie contact. Having that 5-second rule is actually really important for this game because it stops you from having lots of breakaways, which I think is why they've put it there, so that the AI doesn't just constantly run away with it, or you as a human player don't constantly run away from it with the AI. You know what I mean? Like it forces you to use your teammates if you can. Now, I wish that there was like a command where I could just pass it to them. You know what I mean? But that's not how they have it. And it's not like other games where you just inhabit all the other, you can just pop around to all the other players or anything like that. You actually only get this one player and that's it. I got the assist for that, so I got 75. That's awesome. Additional 75, I mean. In addition to the 150. But that can also lead to the frustrations, right? It's like you want your players to move forward, and when they're not doing it, it just bothers you a lot because you can't really control them. Like he's going to get a 5-second violation for no good reason, but it's just I couldn't stop him from getting that violation. And there's another one. Alright, how much? We have 28 seconds left. I think we have this one in the bag. They're just running out the clock now. You gotta shoot that guy. You gotta shoot it. And you can see some of my other players are getting damaged there, and I'm having to pay for their damage repair bills too. So it's not just you that can get damaged. All the other players on the team can too. And if you have particularly bad AI, they're gonna cost you some money in the long run. Yep. And that was the match, my friends. 21-8. 21-8. I guess I should have bet on myself, huh? Win bonus plus the gold bonus gives us 2,125 coins and 69 on repairs. So that's minus 69 for the repairs. Our conversion rate was pretty good. 36 possessions, 2 penalty points, and 7 goals scored. And then that's that. So after round 0, because everything in programming starts at 0, not 1, we have a 1-0 record as well as the other half of the field. So we've got 1,005 points though. So we are in the top spot by a measly 2 points. So there you go. And then we got round 1 here. We don't go until game 3 of round 1 as well. It looks like we are home as well on that one where we were away before. So let's see. You can do history on these guys too to see what their previous matchups were. And these are games that were generated, I think, were these ones that I did off camera, or these ones that were just, I think these were ones that were off camera, or these were just ones that were generated, you know, as they were developing the game too. So let's go next and we'll see. Let's see. Let's put a bet down, huh? Maybe. Let's put a bet on Delta Epsilon. Let's do that. Let's put a big bet on them and see if this pays off. All right, accelerate. It's not paying off. Oh, 4, no. 9-4, they lost. Darn, I say. All right, next match. So we go here and moving forward. So you can see it's mostly a management game, which I know that there's quite a lot of people who love their management games. Should I bet on this? Let's not bet on this one. Let's just let this one go. We'll see just for fun what's going on here. Wow, 18-0. It was a freaking shutout. Holy crap. Now I don't have to fast forward stuff. I could just let it play out if I wanted to, but for the sake of video, I figure we might as well fast forward some of that stuff. And one more game until we get to ours. Tau Lambda versus Psi 4. And that is their record. They both suck. Psi 4 sucks even more, though, it looks like. Let's try putting a bet down. Let's go with a little bit cheaper bet than I did last time. Ooh, Tau Lambda is not doing well at all. Wow, Psi 4 just knocked their pants off. Knocked their pants off entirely. All right, so we're in second place because we haven't played yet. Zyro is at 2-0. Interesting. All right, now it's our game. And I believe that there's a way for me to do things. No, that's just details. Can I, like, build up my team a little bit? Is there a thing that I could do that would allow me to buy more people for my team? It might be in the next screen here. Select the bot to control. Okay. I can try the forward again, I guess. No, there wasn't. There was not. There was not the way for me to buy. I guess you gotta go through the entire season before you can buy players and stuff for your team. Unless I'm just not seeing it. Unless it's just a matter of I gotta go back to the main menu to do it, which that might very well be the case. There's some things about the game that are a little bit, could have used a little bit more polish, I think, and that's like the menus and stuff. I think could have used a little bit more polish. There's some like quality of life things that I think would have been nice in the game. It can be a little bit, when you first get into the game, it's a little bit intimidating. Like you're not quite sure what kind of game you got here. It's more one of those things where you kind of have to watch somebody play it a little bit just to see what's going on. Okay, come on. Come on. Man, we're playing keep away here, but we're not actually scoring any goals. Alright. Right into my guy's hand, but not into my hand. Alright. Oh, no. I tried to shoot that away from there and try to get it out of the crowd. I could not get it out of the crowd. Right, come on. Come on. Oh, no. That's not going to work that way, dude. Not going to work that way. Oh, nope. I kind of passed it to you. Yeah, illegal goalie contact. I didn't really plan on passing it to you, but I did. Ah, there we go. Breakaway. Nope. That guy gets right on the edge of you. Living on the edge. Yeah. The audio is also generated. Like I said, everything in the game is generated except for the fonts. So you might have actually different audio than I have. There's no music to speak of, but the incidental sounds and whatnot might be different. Oh, our goalie got another goal. Damn, our goalie's going to be MVP, my friends. All right, let's get back on sides. All right, and he's a little bit too far off there. Passed it to myself though. A little shovel pass to myself. All right, well, we only have one score thus far. Now, what I've noticed, though, is sometimes my center, like in the second half here, like my center does not go into the center to get the thing, which is weird. I feel like that's must be a bug in the game or something, or maybe that's just the AI level. Like, never knew to learn how to actually play its position or something. Oh, we got a goal. Wow. Wow, that was... I didn't even see it. I'm too busy doing commentary here. So, yeah, that's... And I only see that in the second half of the game where it seems like the AI forgets that it's got a position, a center position, and it needs to be there to actually to actually center it. So I don't know why that is. Maybe that's just hopefully that's just like a bug that is just something that could be rectified in the game, or I don't know. If that's something that deals with the AI and how the AI learned how to play the game, then I can't imagine that be something that they'd be able to fix easily. Stop hitting my guys so hard that they need repairs. I'm the one footing the bill for those repairs. Stop doing that. Okay. Now we're getting some goals going on here. Let's take that away from him. Oh, nope. I guess he's going to take it back. Ouch. That hurt a lot. I didn't actually take damage, but it stopped me from moving. Okay. Like I said, if I was playing this with the controller, I would not even be getting this far along in the game because it was very difficult to not be constantly banging into players and causing damage to myself. Now, it is a little bit weird with the mouse because it's the distance from your player that determines how fast you move. And then also the direction that you point the cursor. The direction you point the cursor as far as where your guy moves to as well. Basically, he's always trying to move to the cursor. Essentially what's going on there. And we're just playing keep away now. Let's go. Oh, nope. Grab that, please. Take it home. Okay. He literally took it home without even shooting it. It's a good thing we had just like 1 second left on the timer before he would have gotten a 5-second violation. And there's 7 seconds left in the game. I'll get one more goal just for the sake of argument. Just to rub that one in a little bit. Put some salt in that wound. There we go. 15-0. We got ourselves a shutout. Awesome. So 1,750 coins for that one and 250 for repairs. So awesome. We are now 2-0 and we're ahead by 7 points now from Zyro. They're the only ones even close to us. The other guys are either in the negatives or barely positive. So, yeah. All right. So that's a thing. I don't know. I guess there's a formula for how many points you get per thing, I guess. I don't know what it was. They probably told me at the beginning of the season and I didn't pay attention. So, yeah, I mean, this is pretty much the way it goes. I mean, I can go through the rest of the season if I wanted to, but let's just, if you quit the season, you forfeit your deposits. So I guess I can't really see. This is a problem. Can I? Oh, here we go. All right. I'm like, come on now. Can't expect me to do a full season in one sitting here. The local multiplayer, I haven't actually tried it because got nobody to try it with. The team, oh, here we go. Here we can buy some bots and sell some bots and all that stuff. So you can see where the stuff goes here. Select from available bots. I have 3 empty slots, and here's their utility scores. I think getting a better goalie would be really good too. What is he? 45 grand. I don't have those kinds of credits. You kidding me here? Can I like sort by price? No. Nope. So you gotta play with your current bots for quite some time, as you can see, before you can actually get up enough credits to do stuff. There is a daily login bonus that you get. So every time you log in, it's almost like a mobile game in that every time you log in every day, you get a little bonus and stuff, which is kind of interesting. You got your financials here. So you can see how much, here's our balance sheet and our income statements and our ledger. So they've got all the management stuff in here that you would expect to see, right? And it's based on days that I've played. You can see the days that I've played. Goal bonuses, coins, tournament buy-ins, unrefunded deposits because I lost or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's got all the stuff here. It's a weird way of putting it. Like the menus are kind of still a little bit strange, but it's all there if you want it. And season history, league records, and then you've got personal best, book of bots, which tells me all the different bots, I guess, that are in the game and what their stats are and all that stuff, all the goalies and centers and the forwards. You can see all the different, how much they cost and all that stuff, and that's the bots for less. And you got the Acme bots, and then you got all the different corporations that are in the game, kind of thing. So you can see how all that lines up with things, and then that's about it. You got leaderboards and stuff, which doesn't really. Let's see, goals scored. I am ranked 26th. Elgato Troll apparently is 23rd. Who is the top goal scorer? Master Stalin 184, 136 goals. All right. So it's still a relatively new game. It's a relatively unknown game, so that's why I'm even on any kind of leaderboard here. I'm in the top 30 because it's a very unknown game. There hasn't been hardly any marketing that I've seen. I happen to be given a key by the developer, so that's how I even came upon it. Tournament payouts. We got, yeah, Boastful Con. That's the worst kind of con. Boastful ones. Con. And win percentage, bets played. So you can see it's out there. There haven't been, like I said, a lot of. I guess you can do friends too, huh? Which shouldn't show me anything, right? Yeah. But yeah, you can see all players' net worth. It's worth. I'm in 9th place for net worth. Wow, that's interesting. Boastful Con is almost just over 500,000 coins. So yeah, there's leaderboards and all that stuff, and like I said, it's a very unknown game right now. Win the season championship to advance to the next league. So there's different leagues that you can advance to. You just have to win the season's championship. You have to unlock things as you go, the different modes, and it's an interesting concept. It's an interesting game. I'm very attuned to it as far as the programming is concerned. There's been a lot of programming involved with it. As far as if you are not big into programming, you're not a programmer groupie, so to speak. There may not be a whole lot for you here. If you like management games, I can see this being a relatively interesting and or fun one to do as just a plain old manager. If you don't control the bots at all, just let them do their thing. That might be interesting. The only problem with that is that there's going to be a long grind. I think they the amount of money that you have to put out for new bots and all that stuff seems like it's pretty excessive, and I could see there being just a ton of grind. There's no easy way or simple way to skip all the way, to fast forward all the way through the season till the game that you're about to play. Which is kind of a staple in the genre like this. And you kind of you're constantly clicking on buttons in the menus and things like that. So there's quality of life things here that I think they can improve upon. Certainly having some music, even if it's, I mean, I guess they procedurally generated their sounds, but if they had some kind of music or something to help out, that might be rather interesting and or a fun little tidbit. Beyond that, I mean, it's competent. I don't know that it's going to be, the most fun you've ever had in your life, the most fun you've ever had with clothes on, but it's certainly not a slacker. It's got all the pieces there. It just needs a little bit. I think it needs a little bit more polish, and I think it needs some more quality of life things and a little TLC. And I think this would be quite the compare. It also really needs some marketing because this literally came out of nowhere. I got an email about it a few days before it was released fully out on the store. I would not know about otherwise. I don't think a lot of people watching this channel would know about otherwise. You can't just throw something out there for $15 and hope that someone finds it. So you really, that's something that they really need to work on as well. Because I think, again, this is something that would be interesting. I don't know that it's interesting to watch per se, but it's certainly interesting to play. So there you have it, my friends. This is Thetaball. It is by Tim Sheehan. It's currently fully released out on the Microsoft Store at $14.99 US. If you can brave the store, you will find it there. I'll leave links down in the description that will take you directly to it on the store, so that you can not only do your own due diligence, but also actually find it, because Lord knows it's hard to find anything on the Microsoft Store. I've never been, as a guy who has made e-commerce shops before and online e-commerce things, I have never seen a store put together so poorly in my life, and that is the Microsoft Store. So there you go on that one. So that's another kind of problem that this game would have to overcome to be out there in people's mindsets. But there you go. There you go. That is what I can say about that. I like what's here. I think it's a good effort. I think that people will enjoy it if they can find it. I think that's a fair thing. So there you have it. That's it for me. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.